You know that feeling you get when you're standing in a high place? Sudden urge to jump? I don't have it.
Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides, directed by Rob Marshall and produced by Jerry Bruckheimer, is the fourth installment in the blockbuster series. The PG-13 film continues the adventures of Captain Jack Sparrow as he embarks on a quest to find the Fountain of Youth, only to discover that the new villain, Blackbeard, played by Ian McShane, is on the same journey. Today we're going to talk about Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides, what we liked about it, what we didn't like so much about it. I have two of my critics here with me, Joe and Jess. Thank you guys for joining me. I want to start with you, Joe. And why don't we get into what you liked most about the movie?
Well, Joe, thanks for having me here today. What I really liked about the movie, I really liked newcomer Ian McShane, who's previously done Deadwood on HBO and Kings, and now he's Blackbeard. He did an amazing job portraying Blackbeard as the villain. I thought, in my opinion, in the previous films, Davy Jones was one of my top villains out of any movie, and I think that Blackbeard might have topped him on that.
Okay, Jess, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you liked so much about the movie?
I really like how Johnny Depp can take this character of Captain Jack Sparrow and really make it come to life.
Absolutely.
He really portrays that role like no one else could. He becomes Jack Sparrow. He is absolutely funny, hilarious in the movie, and he really helps you to enjoy the movie if you are, you know, a young kid, and if you're an adult. He kind of appeals to a wide audience of both young and old. So I like the introduction of Penelope Cruz as Angelica. She brings a little female touch to it, and of course, you know, we're missing Keira Knightley in this one,
right.
So I kind of missed her in this one, but
Not to mention Orlando Bloom was also not a part of this movie.
Orlando Bloom as well. Yep.
So that's two main stars there that you usually do see.
Exactly.
Now, why don't we talk about some of the stuff you guys didn't really like so much about the movie? Jess, why don't you tell us a little something about the movie you didn't like?
Well, I didn't like the fact that it dragged on a little bit.
Right.
The story played out way too long for me, at least.
All right, Joe, what about you? What didn't you like about the movie that much?
What I didn't like was I didn't like the new addition as Rob Marshall as the director. You know, Gore Verbinski did an awesome job with the other three. You know, the films could have ended already with the first one, but the addition of 2 and 3 opened up the franchise and its mythology even more. But the addition of 4, especially with a director who's just done like 2 previous musicals to bring on board, I thought that was a really bad decision, because it made the movie have, just like the previous 2 films that had so much, you know, so much plot in it, and they had to go to this place and then this place, and there's always like three different parties meeting up at the same time, and you don't really find out throughout the movie until really the end what's really happening.
Why don't we get into the ratings of the movie now? Joe, we'll start with you. 1 through 5 stars. How do you rate the movie?
Personally, I would rate it 2.5, just because the dialogue, you know, the direction was all over the place, the story was all over the place, and you'll see when you see the movie, there's one key element from the other 3 that you don't see at all in the 4th one.
Okay, Jess, and what about you? How do you rate the movie?
I give it 3.5 stars. I think that I really enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed it more than the last one. I think Johnny Depp is brilliant as Jack Sparrow. I like the addition of Penelope Cruz. There were a couple of new characters, Ian McShane playing Blackbeard, as well as Astrid Burgess Frisbee playing the mermaid, as well as Sam Claflin. So I like the dynamic of these 3 new characters, so I'm going to give it 3.5 stars.
3.5 stars. I myself was a bit of a fan of the movie. I will give it 3 stars. I do think it's something that, if you have kids, definitely a great movie to catch with your kids. Board night with your girlfriend, not so much. So, otherwise, check it out.
I understand everything. Except that wig.
And stay tuned for the next movie review that we'll have, which will be on The Hangover Part 2. Is that right?
That's right.
That's right.
Don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube as well as follow us on Twitter. The information will be in the description bar below. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks for watching.